Most people are missing out on three hidden secrets in entrepreneurships, and these lead to building wealth. Are you one of them? In this video, I'm going to talk about the top three benefits of having your own business or just starting your own business. And so I'm going to talk about them in no particular order, but as a business owner, I have seen these firsthand. And I've also seen how the wealthy uses business to their advantage to really build wealth. So if you are interested in building wealth, stick around. So I'm going to share my video or my screen rather so that we can dive in. And so I'm going to go in reverse order, okay? So the number 3 thing or the number 3 hidden secrets. I'm going to go 3 2 1. Okay? It builds a legacy, and that probably, maybe it's not even a 3 2 1 type thing because these are really all equally yoked. So number 3, it builds a legacy. Okay, and so on this channel I talk a lot about, building wealth, and building wealth starts with you. Okay, I remember one of my students, he got it. He said, well, if you're going to make a difference in your family, it starts with you making that sacrifice. It starts with you being that one person who says no and breaks those generational curses and those tides of lack and those type of things. And so becoming a business owner, starting a business, it can help you create a legacy. If you've learned about Rockefellers, the Jobs, and all those different type of people, even Donald Trump, they have really started that business, and now it's a legacy for their family that's passed on to generations and generations. And so you can also do that, but you will have to, of course, start a business to do so. So yeah, doing a business or becoming a business owner, starting a business definitely leads to you being able to build a legacy for your children, your grandchildren, just your generational impact to come. Okay. All right. Now, the second that I'm going to discuss here, again, maybe we won't put these in any particular order, but number 2, and okay, we all love this part. You get extra income. And, I remember one of my friends, and this is really what a lot of people use it for, or look forward to entrepreneurship for, because you have that side income that a lot of times we're sitting around waiting on raise. And I'll tell you this, I'm in academia and I'm a professor, and we don't see raises very much often. And if we do, it is not a lot. I'm very grateful, though. I won't say I'm not grateful for the extra little pennies we get, but raises don't come so easy in academia. And I'm not sure what area you are in, but in this economic sense, raises aren't so popular. And so you can give yourself a raise by becoming an entrepreneur. And of course, I already discussed, the steps to become an entrepreneur and the things to consider. It's not for everyone, but if you can be that person who holds that grit together, determined to get what you need, get what you want out of life, out of your purpose, why God made you and created you for this earth, yes, by all means, start that business. But yeah, extra income, giving yourself a raise. And, a lot of times my business income helps to supplement my household, or we can use that to invest, or we can use that to go on a trip. So, it's many things that having that extra money on the side comes in. And one of the things a friend of mine said, when it comes to extra income, when you have a business, there is no cap on how much money you can make, right? When you have your paycheck, right? Or when you're waiting on that paycheck, it's a fixed amount every month, unless, you get a raise or a bonus or something like that. But it's a fixed amount. But when you're in business, now granted, it may be less some days, it may be higher. But when it comes to your business, there is no cap on how much money you can make as quote unquote side income. And so why are you not doing it? Why are you not doing it? It is a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you, because as a full-time job holder, of building my business and my brand, it is a lot of work, but you do see the rewards in the long run, right? One of them being that you're building a legacy. My kids, they come in and they are excited to help me build the brand, and of course that extra income. And now the third top, now there are many other benefits, but I'm only telling you three top ones that I really, really think stands out. A lot of people, they take this one for granted, and I used to be one of them. But before I talk about the last one, I just want to do this shameless plug. Okay. If you've been watching our videos or my videos and you've been finding them helpful, do like, share, and subscribe, especially this one. Do like, share, and subscribe. Because on this channel, my sole purpose is to bridge the wealth gap. And I do that two ways. I do that by helping students with their math and SAT prep, and also helping you to build wealth for your family. So everybody, I think, deserves to be wealthy, regardless of where you started. And so that starts with knowledge. So do like, share, and subscribe. Okay. And so now, number one, I think it's number one, actually. I'm going to be a little biased here because this has been a game changer for me and my family. And business allows you to have a lot. You probably knew I was coming with this, right? Tax savings. I probably have to do a video on this alone. Oh my goodness. Tax savings. Now, I am not by any means a accountant, a CPA, a tax strategist, or anything like that, but I do my research. I read the tax laws, and so I know a little bit. But when it comes to tax savings, listen, the wealthy, they live differently than the lower 50% of the population. The top 1%, they live differently. They live through their business, because majority of the things that you do in your regular life can be written off through your business. And I'm going to name a few here. Travel, right? You can do travel for the business and it becomes this beautiful excursion for you and your family. You have to do it right, of course, right? Meals, mileage. You can also write off an office in your home. You can write off, just listen, dinners with your bae, husband and whoever else, your girlfriend, but it has to be business first. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's so many different tax write-offs that a lot of people do not know about when it comes to business. I was reading a book. Now, I read so many books since the year started. But this one was by, you guys may be familiar with Robert Kiyosaki. His lawyer wrote a book. What is the name of this book? It was all about taxes. Anyways, but in the book, he outlines so many different strategies, a lot of different tax strategies that the wealthy uses in order to really save money and build their wealth. Because one of the things that the author highlighted in the book, he said, a lot of us are making all these plans for building wealth, but we're not making a tax strategy. Taxes, let me tell you, and I can really preach on this, but taxes can make or break your wealth. And so it's important that you understand building wealth and your tax strategy goes hand in hand. And having a business is the key to really keeping more of your money that you can invest, you can save, you can flip and make more money and stuff like that. But a lot of people neglect this piece. A lot of people even have a business and don't even take advantage of the so many tax savings that you can get, whether it's credit or write-offs. There's so many different tax benefits from having a business, because one of the things that the author also said in the book, I'm going to link the book below because it's really a good read. He said that, a lot of people are mad at the wealthy and they say, oh, they don't pay taxes. No, it's not that they don't pay taxes. The government wants us to do certain things. And so they give you credits or they give you benefits because of doing those things. So why not do those things? The wealthy just follows the blueprint, the blue code, whatever is put in these tax laws. And that's how they can, not pay taxes. So you shouldn't get mad at them. You should just learn from them and do what they're doing so that you can save more of your money and pay less in tax. But anyways, I'll get off my soapbox right there. I'm probably going to have to make a video on the amount of tax savings that you can get from just having a business. Okay. And I'll put this in there. It doesn't have to be profitable the first several years you started, and it still can save you taxes. Listen, at any rate, so let's do a recap. You can tell that I'm very passionate about this last one. But let's do a recap on, how having a business can help you, right? It can help you to build a legacy. It can help you get extra income and tax savings, right? And in no particular order, right? Right. So having a business can help you to build a legacy, earn extra income, and we all want that, and also help you with that tax saving strategy. I hope you found this video helpful and insightful. Do like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see you.